Well, hello, good evening, and welcome to the program. This is Daily Politics on Trust TV. I'm Abdullahi Ahmed. Tonight, our focus is on the fallout from the PDP's decision to zone its next presidential ticket to the south while retaining the chairmanship in northern Nigeria, a move presented as power balancing under the party's rotation principle. For some, the resolution is counterproductive to PDP's long-term survival in the political arena. For others, it signals a calculated attempt to play into national sentiment about a southern presidency. Added to that is the next silence on sanctioning members of the PDP accused of undermining the party's supremacy and political well-being, a silence many interpret as proof of entrenched impunity in Nigeria's main opposition party. Well, to help us navigate and unpack the implications of this development against the backdrop of the 102nd NEC meeting of the PDP, we're joined by Oladimeji Fabiyi, an ally of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and joining the conversation virtually will be PDP chieftain Umar Sani, also known as the Cat, who will be joining the conversation virtually from Kaduna. Gentlemen, good evening to both of you, and thank you so much for joining me on the program tonight. Good to see you again.
Thank you very much, Abdullahi. I'm happy to be here.
Right. I suppose it's mixed feelings for you, isn't it? On one hand, as a PDP member, you should be happy that your party is getting its act together and moving forward. On the other hand, not so good news, because Atiku Abubakar has left, and now it does look like the PDP is, pushing ahead. Where do you stand with the recent development?
Thank you very much. Sincerely, it's not anything mixed feelings for me. Because as a member of the party, I don't have to agree with every decision my party has taken. And that is my position. I don't agree with all the shenanigans they did. And we have told them a couple of times that you have to be careful. If you don't want this party to go into extinction, and I see the party driving towards that, I'm very fast too. And I'll tell you why I say this. I've said it many times here, that opposition party have no business carrying the issue of zoning on his head. It's the ruling government that has business to do that, because we've seen this in the past. PDP found itself in this position, in this quagmire today, because most of the people that are calling the shot, all these people they are showing, that are calling the shot now in PDP, they really understand the tradition of that party. And I can tell you for free, where was Minister of FCT Wike in 2003? Where was Damagu? Damagu was in AMPP. Where was Sheyi Makinde? He was not even in any political party at that time. All these guys that you see calling the shots, taking the party, destroying, taking all these decisions. Well, because they don't even understand the culture of that party and that tradition. That's why PDP finds itself in the where even Bala Mohammed was in ANPP. He was not in PDP. All these guys. So you can now appreciate, you can now see the reason why the party keeps drifting every time. And at least at this time. As far as I'm concerned, the decision they took was what I call grave error. And it was a deliberate mischief. So for me...
How does this decision impact the survival of the PDP? What's negative about this decision?
Sincerely speaking, let me tell you something. Why are they doing all of this? It's simply because the facts are there in the public. Simply because there are a number of people in their numbers that have said, no, this is where we are going. We are going to work for the candidate of another party. And this group of people are led by the Minister of the FCT. And they are still with him. And majority of them were the ones that took that decision yesterday. I can bet anything on that. In that meeting, there were people who do not agree with this, but they can't say anything because they're like minority. They didn't agree with that decision, but they can't say it.
But that's not how it looked. It looked like a united decision, a consensus about what should happen.
The totality of individuals in that place are not up to 1,000. Let's agree that today PDP has 4 million members. So 1,000 is significant because
that's because they are the ones that take. Not everybody, not every member of the PDP.
But because they are the ones that take decision. The decision they have taken is about themselves. It's not about the interest of majority members of the party. This is the point I'm trying to make. It is not. And anybody can come out and challenge me. Because when a minister says, I'm going to do this, and he controls the number of people in that place, what does that suggest? Nobody has been able to answer that question today. Now, who is this person? That's why I said, the moment a party is taking a decision, tilting towards the interest of one man, that party is really headed for a doom.
How does this, exactly are you talking about when you say one man? Who exactly are you talking about? Because you mentioned the FCT minister.
Yes, now he's the one now.
How does this benefit him?
Is he new?
How does this benefit him?
He should tell us how it benefited him to kill the party. Because you said you are in the PDP and you said you are working for a presidential candidate of another party. Who does that?
Yeah, but Wike wasn't even a part of the NEC meeting.
He didn't come. He's a member. He's a member of NEC. He may not. Some people didn't show up too, but many of those people that were there, from Damagun to anybody you can say, they're all playing Wike script.
Including all the governors.
They're all playing Wike script.
Shey Makinde, who is reportedly
forget it. They think they are deceiving. They think they are deceiving us. They are deceiving themselves, not us. Can Shey Makinde today, if he emerges as the president candidate of PDP today, can he defeat Tinubu from the south? Even President Jonathan will struggle. If he's given the ticket of the PDP today, he will struggle. Well, the chances are very slim. Especially, but if he has support from other parts of the country. So, all of this, I just want to congratulate the ADC. And I want to urge them to please, because what happened yesterday was a clear manifestation of the fact that PDP had already cleared the coast for them. And PDP has lost its status as a leading opposition in Nigeria. So ADC must wake up, they must reorganize their home and come up with a party that can inspire confidence in Nigerian people.
But for the first time in a long time, the PDP looks united. There are no more disagreements about who the national secretary is, where the next presidential candidate is going to come from, what the leadership structure of the party is going to be. Surely, if you're truly a PDP member, you'll be happy that your party is putting its house together.
There is no unity. There is no unity. If anybody tells you there is unity, there is no unity. Everybody's just trying to, okay, let me see, I can manage myself, let me see where this thing can benefit me. But this situation is better than where PDP was, say, 6 months ago. It is yet to be seen. Let me tell you this, it is yet to be seen. The ultimate goal is for every party to get the control of government. The way PDP is going, they can't get it. I'm not a prophet, but I'm just telling you, the way they are going, from what they did yesterday, there's no way they can get it. Because we have a number of people that have made it abundantly clear that this is where we're going. Okay, let them come out and say they are not going anymore. Let Governor Minister Wike come and say, no, I'm not supporting President again. No, now that there's everything is now look good. Now
but some would say the same thing about you. I mean, you are still a PDP member, but your principal is no longer with the PDP and is working with the coalition.
My principal has his life to live. I have my own political life to live. Take my principal out of this. This is me, Oladimeji, talking, a member of the PDP, a stakeholder. I have the right to my voice, to my opinion, to whatever. No, but you don't have to agree with me. But this is the way. Forget about principle.
But your mind, your body is not with the PDP. Some would say that your narrative over the past couple of months
I don't know what you mean by that, because having a committed member of this party, I've contributed immensely to the growth of this party. I've promoted this party year in, year out without any prompting, without anybody saying this is for you. I did it.
Yeah, but where's your goodwill at this moment?
What goodwill? What is the goodwill left in the party? I can't continue to expend my goodwill on a party that is not serious. I can't continue to expend my goodwill on a party that party that is being managed by few people who are bent on anti-parties and on doing anti-party, and the leadership of the party cannot do anything. I pity the future. I pity the future of Ambassador Magun. Look at what the party did yesterday. These guys are jokers. What they did was now to say thank you and pat the Magun in the back of upon all that he did for this party, to this party. As an acting chairman, that you are meant to act for few months, correct this thing. So see what they did yesterday was to say you have done well. Now you are substantial national chairman.
Yeah, pending the convention, right?
So what stops him from acting till the convention? Is there any law that says you can't go out, you can't go with that? That is the compensation for doing the dirty job
as far as the NEC is concerned, the North has the chairmanship position. Whether it's going to still be Damagun after the convention remains to be seen.
It is their problem. They let them. Some of us are looking. We are looking at what they are doing. We are watching them.
What do you make about the formula? The North keeps the leadership of the party. The South gets the presidency. I mean, the last time we were here was back in 2006, 2007, when Erodo was chosen after the Obasanjo administration was going out, right? I mean, the whole good luck fiasco when he took over was a completely different ball game. However, the PDP now is reapplying something that the party has made a part of its governing principle, isn't it?
They are not reapplying anything. Let me tell you what happened let me tell you, because there's something called institutional memories, and that's why I said in my earlier remark that these guys don't even have it. And if they have it, maybe they decided not decided to say we don't even know that he existed. In 2003, when Obasanjo was to seek re-election, and that's why I kept telling anybody who cares to listen that zoning has never been a problem of the PDP. It is just these elements that are making it an issue just to satisfy their own selfish end. Let me tell you, zoning is just a political gimmick to advance self-interest, selfish interest. That is what zoning for. Those who put zoning there, put it just because, okay, let's see how we can parley and do this. It's not what these people are now hanging on to that have brought PDP, a beautiful party, to where it is today. In 2003, I was there. I played a key role. I was not a boy. I was a member of the convention committee, finance and accommodation, to let you know they should go and check the record. In 2003, many of these people were not near the party at that time. What did the party do? Even if you want to zone, even if you want to zone, there's a way the party did it in those days. But because they don't have that institutional memory, they didn't even know how to go about it. Obasanjo was to run, okay, from the south, because he just finished, was about finishing. Everybody thought Atiku was going to run that time. And Atiku had the control, the support of majority of the PDP governors. What did the party do? At that time, we have Lady Remy and other people who contested. But the party ensured that, okay, this is where we want to go. And everybody voted. Majority of the delegates voted for Obasanjo. That was when you have this historic Obasanjo from Chief Tommy Kimi. All right? So, and Obasanjo emerged without shutting out anybody. What the PDP has done is bound to create problem. Because if I decide tomorrow that I'm going to run for presidency of this country, I'm from Southwest, I can take them to court and say they have shut me out. Because the constitution of Nigeria supersedes the constitution of the party. The constitution of Nigeria does not allow anybody to be disenfranchised. There is the constitutional right, there's democratic rights.
Well, nobody says you have to be on the platform of the PDP.
But no. I'm a PDP member. I'm not in any other party. Right. And in my party, I have right to contest because I have that democratic right to vote and be voted
not
for.
If the rules of the PDP says this is what we're going to do.
Does the PDP constitution bigger than constitution of the federal bloc?
Yeah, but it's not an absolute shutting down of your constitutional
That's exactly what they have done, because they have said
but you can still pursue it in other political parties.
So if anybody from the north is interested, I can take them to court.
Yeah, but that person could go to another political party.
No, it's his party. He has his right to do that. Why must he go to another party? I'm asking you.
I'm sure you're familiar with the expression.
No. Why must he go to another party?
Your right ends where another man's rights begin.
Abdullahi, you are not getting this thing. Yeah. Why must he go? I'm a member of the PDP from the north.
You're not saying zoning is unconstitutional. Is that what you're saying? Zoning is unconstitutional? Is anti-democratic?
Who has it helped? Who has it helped?
No, but the idea itself is rooted in consensus.
For any day, my position has always been clear. Any day, any time, I will support experience and competence over any zoning, because our zoning helped. When President Jonathan was there, our South people not complaining that they didn't feel him. When Obasanjo was there, some Southwestern people not complaining that they didn't feel him. When Buhari was there, as bad as they say it was, many Northerners are still complaining. Now, even as Tinubu is there now, there are some Southwesterners are feeling so bad that they're even regretting ever voted for Tinubu. So who has he helped? I will always go for competence that experienced any day, any time. Even though we have all of this everywhere, but you must be well guided in taking the decision. As far as I'm concerned, PDP has shot itself in the leg, and I congratulate ADC. I congratulate them once more, but I want them to go further. I want them to take advantage of this because the PDP has already cleared the course for them. The worst mistake they will make is to ensure to say they want to zone 2. Make it free. Let anybody who wins, that is the wish of Nigerians, let the person emerge and go into election.
Let's factor in public sentiment, because whether we like it or not, there is this growing acceptance that power should rotate between the South and the North. Whether the political parties are the ones leading the conversation or not, Nigerians have keyed into this idea, right? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is coming after the 8 years of late President Muhammadu Buhari, and it is believed that the next president, at least some of the sentiment is that the next president should also come from the South, whether it's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or anybody from the South, because that is what some people consider fair and political equity, right? Give me your understanding as to why that is not the best step for the PDP to take.
Sincerely,
to key into public sentiment about power rotation. Sincerely
speaking, I want to disagree with you about this public sentiment because I'm here to see it. You can show me the statistics of Nigerians that are telling you that this is what you can just show me now. You have information, show me. I have not seen it.
Okay, so Nigeria, if you factor in
those that are talking, those that are saying,
if you factor in those who voted for Tinubu and those who voted for Obi on the grounds of which region they come from, I mean that's easily 13 million plus votes.
So what about those who voted for Atiku and those who voted for
They're in the minority.
How are they in minority? How are they in the minority?
I mean,
see, we can't continue to do this. And
you saying that Nigerians don't care about zoning? Is that what you're saying?
Nigerians don't care about zoning. Nigerians want better government that will provide their needs, that will meet their welfare. Who has zoning help? So what has zoning brought to them? Zoning, the president from the Southwest is there.
Yeah, but that's not the question. The question is, do Nigerians care if a southerner remains president for the next 16 years?
I don't know, because I'm not the minds of Nigerians. Why not allow Nigerians to decide when we get to the election? Why are you leading everybody? Why are the media leading everybody? Let them. That's why the beauty of election. That's the beauty of democracy. I don't believe in this idea that Nigeria. Where is the growing sentiment? I was listening to one of these analysts on AIT this morning, and I said, no. Why are you talking as if you control the minds of Nigerians? Nigerians are hungry. They want better government. They want somebody who can actually advance their life and welfare. And we're talking about somebody that is only when somebody that comes from the South that Nigeria will not be better. Come on.
But you believe in representation?
Why not?
How do you square representation with the idea of power rotation? Because it seems to me that you're saying if we have a president come from one part of the country for the next 30 years, as long as that person is delivering, it shouldn't matter.
What matters? What matters? You have somebody who can deliver and you bring people who are not delivering. Which one would you prefer? Somebody who advances your welfare, who knows how to do the job, who can deliver the goods, good governance, quality service delivery, and for the sake of just anybody who comes and your life is not advanced. It's your choice. It's the choice of everybody to make. I want somebody that will advance my life and the life of my family and my generation to come. Not because somebody must come from southeast and he cannot deliver. No. It's the choice of Nigerians to make. So, but this idea that there's nothing like growing sentiment. Please, there's nothing like growing sentiment, because.
But you accept that there is a public sentiment when it comes to power rotation?
There's not like public sentiment about power rotation. What people are asking for. See, if this government has done well, nobody will be talking about what you're saying.
Yeah, but your party has
who are making noise about all of these things, they are making noise about it because of their own selfish end.
Yeah, but your party, talk to me about why PDP came up with the idea of zoning in the first place.
I told you it's just a political gimmick to satisfy selfish interest. Not because of the people. Those who took that decision yesterday didn't do it because of anybody, but because of themselves. Because of one person who has the capacity to galvanize them and say, let's do it this way.
So
they don't care what happened to anybody, any other person. That's exactly what, and that's why when I'm saying it in the national television.
At the onset, why was it zoned to the South? At the onset of the return of democracy in 1999.
That's exactly what I'm telling you. Yeah. If you listen to the founding fathers of PDP, they will tell you why this issue of zoning came in. It wasn't meant to be something that, like I said, it has never been. It is this crop of people who have an agenda that has turned it to an issue. And I keep telling you that, see, opposition party has no business carrying wahala or zoning on its head. Winnability is a factor. It is the ruling government that you have not even won. What are you sharing? What are you doing? When PDP was in government, they could talk about zoning. Why didn't they talk about zoning in those days? Why didn't ANPP talk about zoning? ANPP gave Buhari ticket twice. So why didn't they talk about zoning then? And when they were trying to form APC, why didn't they talk about zoning? They didn't talk about zoning because it's none of their business. Winnability is what they are looking at. Yeah, and that's why they went for Buhari.
Didn't they decide already when they formed the APC? I mean, the ticket is coming to the north? That the ticket is coming to the north? That's
exactly what I'm saying. Because they know we have a southern president in place. It would be a serious error for them to have picked a candidate from the south at that time.
And he would have served 6 years by the end of his tenure at that point.
Who would have served 6 years?
Good luck, I believe.
6 years or 10 years?
No, but towards 2015, he would have served 5 to 6 years then.
He came in 2012, right? 2011, 2012.
I mean, you could say 2010, 2011.
So he was there, and he said, because as a sitting president, he recontested and he won. So he wanted to go back again. Then APC said, no, we can't make this mistake. And that's what PDP knew all of these things. But Damagun led NWC and few other elements there just did what they wanted to do to satisfy themselves. I keep saying this thing. They should come out and tell me it's not true.
It looks like water under the bridge right now, and you are in the minority as far as the PDP is concerned.
Whatever. I always tell them the truth because they have not done well for it. And they just make the future of this party so bleak with all of this thing they are doing. History will not judge many of them well for what they have done. Do you at least
wish the party well on this new path?
Which is up to them.
Yeah, but the question is, do you wish them well? Do you wish the party well?
The party does not wish itself well.
Right.
And they don't wish them. So if they wish them, they won't follow this path because it's unnecessary. If you don't want anybody to get your ticket, there's a way party. I just told you there's a way party runs it. That is experience I'm talking about here. I told you how it was done in 2003. If you don't want anybody to win your ticket, you don't have to create all this wahala to try to shut down people because you don't want somebody to win your ticket. There's a way party will do it, and it will get to where they are going. PDP has no. They just pack themselves into all of this, into this mess. I am waiting to hear what Minister Wike will do. Let him complain again now. It has not been zoned to the south. Listen, my brother, Joe, please. It has been zoned. So I'm waiting. So let them bring. Perhaps I have a feeling that, in fact, the presidential ticket may go to Minister Wike of the PDP. I have a feeling. He's a southerner.
Right.
He has right to contest. I have a feeling that he may even get it. He may even get the presidential ticket of PDP.
And if that is the case,
and face Tinubu.
Would you support him?
Support him
as a member of the PDP?
When we get to the bridge, we'll cross it. I want to see if we can push it through.
If we're at the bridge right now, hypothetically speaking, if we're at the bridge
we're not at the bridge. When we get to the bridge, we'll cross it. It's my party. I will decide. Okay.
Just so we're clear,
this guy can win. We can win. So let's be, There
are a lot of people watching the program right now and thinking and wondering where your loyalty lies. Are you 100%? A PDP faithful?
I am a PDP. If I am not, I won't be talking like this. I tell you sincerely, if I am not,
because you do sure sound like a critic of the PDP.
I am doing it because I felt sad. This is the part. I know this party in and out, and I'm not making my people are there. People who know me, they see me, they know what I'm talking about. I'm not making up this. I understand this party very well. These characters that have brought this party to where it is today do not love PDP. Everything about them is self. And that's why the party, when the party was about the people, we don't do this. We didn't see this one.
Some would say the same thing about your principle.
The problem before, this is the problem now. Those things have now, okay, let's see what's going to happen.
Some would say the same thing about your president, your principle.
That my principle did what?
That is also about self. Self-actualization.
Justify it. So what is bad?
His ambition. The only reason why he left the PDP was because he saw the writing on the wall that this was going to be the outcome.
That is their own.
And if it's been zoned to the southern part,
that is their own conjecture. But they are not saying. They are not saying. They are not. They can. It is convenient for them to say that, and it's convenient for them to run away from the fact. What has Atiku done? How can Atiku, somebody of a standing in this country, in this party, called the party leadership and said, guys, this is the point of departure. And they keep telling the people what they want, what people don't know, what people want to know. The man said, the way it is now, we're in the opposition. Let us bring every other opposition element together to face these people. Because as it is now, PDP cannot single-handedly defeat these guys, which was a fact. What did the party do? You are telling us because it's about your ambition. Does that make any sense? What do you want Atiku to do to start to keep doing in such a situation? When he talks to them, they don't listen because they have their own agenda, not because what he said didn't make any sense. These are the facts. I will continue to put it in the front burner.
Yeah, but he wants to dilute PDP. If that is
dilute PDP, how?
To make PDP work with other political parties, and the party is saying, listen, we're big enough, we can fight this battle on our own.
Then let them go and fight it now. Right. Maybe now Atiku has left them. Let them go and fight it.
And it looks like
people say I'm the problem. Right. I've already packed aside. Then go on. So,
yeah, but since he left,
Atiku issue does not even arise in this matter.
But since he left, the PDP has been calmer, more united, and forward-looking. Even
when he was in party, he never made anything. It's just the normal fear of Atiku, which is the beginning of political wisdom. You know, they fear the man so much.
So you don't think he was part of the problem?
He wasn't part. He was a part of the solution. He was bringing solution, because a man that is saying, "Let us do it this way," is bringing solution.
What about those that trace the recent unraveling of the PDP back to the decision in 2022?
So how does that concern?
They say, listen, Atiku set things in motion for the PDP to go through all this turbulence, because in 2022, in the build-up to 2023, the Buhari administration was coming to an end, and there is this quote-unquote growing sentiment that power should rotate from the north to the south.
It's always this growing sentiment.
Let me get to the question. And then Atiku forced the hand of the PDP to keep the primaries open and not to zone it to any part of the country. And then you remember that some of the strongest people in the PDP are governors from the south, who at that moment were the dominant figures in the PDP, because PDP had more governors in the south than they had in the north. But Atiku forced the hand of the party to keep the primaries open. And eventually he got the ticket.
Abdullahi.
And then the party began unraveling up until this moment.
Abdullahi, please, let us be honest with ourselves. Use one word: force the hands of the party. Can anybody, individual, force the hands of the party?
But you just said Wike is doing it right now.
Wait, I'm coming. I'll tell you the difference there. There are two different things, right? Atiku was not hiding under any president to fight his party. Atiku didn't hide. Wike is hiding under President Tinubu to destroy the party that made him what he is today. So let's leave that one. How is it possible for one man to force the hand of the party? The primaries that PDP held, that produced the Atiku won, it was keenly contested. You people monitor, you know what I'm talking about. Let us be open-minded and forget the fact that I'm an Atiku person. Now, he went into that election, he contested against others 12 or 13, including the current minister of the FCT. And he won that election. Keenly contested. Forget about any strategy to winning. You can use any strategy to win your election. Atiku won that primaries. He went to Port Harcourt, he won. He came to Abuja, he won. So how did Atiku, let's be honest here, how did he force the hands of the party? Now, you talk about...
Because he was the beneficiary at the end of the day.
How?
He benefited from keeping the primaries open.
He was not the one that kept the primary open now. Abdullahi, there was a... Listen, Abdullahi, please.
He was a beneficiary.
Abdullahi, please.
Yeah, but be that as it may, he was a beneficiary. Do you accept that he was a beneficiary?
What is bad in benefiting from the procedure the party laid down? He benefited from the procedure, the process the party laid down. I mean, did he not go through the primaries? Did he not go to consult the delegates? Did he not go around the country? Did he just come to Eagle Square or whatever at the stadium that day and say, you must vote for me, it must be me? No. He contested. The numbers were counted and he emerged. Then before that, party set up committees. We have discussed this several times. They just want us to be going back to there to go and be flogging that horse. All those ones belong to the past. There was a committee headed by a wicked man who decided to throw it open and taking a cue from the earlier report of 2017 of maybe Bala Mohammed committee, something that reviewed election performance at that time. They took a cue from that and said, let's throw it open. So was it Atiku that put Otom there, former governor of Benue State? Was it Atiku? So how did Atiku force anybody? See, please, when we are doing this, let us be objective. Let us leave sentiment apart. The reason why you guys are here is to help us inform the public about the true position of things. People may be running all these narratives, but that's not the way it is. This, I just told you, okay. Atiku did not force anybody's hand. He's a politician. Good politician runs on strategy to win. Let's not also... Atiku's strategy superseded their own, overpowered their strategy. If they have won, I don't think anybody will be saying this.
I think history will remember the fiasco of the 2022 convention of the PDP and how a lot of procedures didn't necessarily go according to plan. We remember the Tambuwal fiasco, remember all the other undertones. But like you said, no time to revisit what happened in the past. But one political party that is currently in power right now, that is playing the game the way many would say is supposed to be played along regional lines, is the APC. The Buhari administration enjoyed 8 years of support from every part of the country as far as the APC is concerned, for power to remain in the north from 2015 to 2023. And now it's been pushed to the south. In 2022, we saw the governors led by Governor Malam Nasir El-Rufai, who is now happily with the ADC, to say that, listen, it must be zoned to the south. And that was what happened. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu picked the candidacy of the APC, and they've won. Doesn't it make sense now that if zoning is what is part of the reason why APC is being successful, that the PDP should also take a cue from that and also play things out the way many Nigerians think it should be played, along regional lines?
Why would PDP walk or dwell on the ticket of the ruling party? That's the question. Ruling party has the onus to discuss zoning, to keep zoning arrangement, not PDP as an opposition party. That is wrong. But now, let us leave all that. They have zoned to south. Let's wait for the outcome. I have not seen that single individual in any part of south that can defeat Tinubu. I have not seen it.
2 names.
And I can bet, give you the names.
Goodluck Jonathan, Peter Obi.
They cannot defeat him.
Why do you say that?
They won't defeat him. There are so many factors.
Do you have a crystal ball that we don't know of?
Let me tell you something.
Can you tell us who is going to win 2027?
I can't tell you. But I know these ones cannot defeat Tinubu. In history, it has never happened. Atiku contested against Buhari, he didn't win. Yeah, Adua contested against Obasanjo, he didn't win. They're from the same zone. I thought people from the Atiku camp thought the elections were rigged, that you actually won in 2019. Boys, what was announced, was it in his... We said if when you won, did they declare him? This is part of it. They didn't declare. It's not going to happen. So you don't think Peter Obi can do it? Let me give you this. Peter Obi will come from, let's say Peter Obi gets the ticket. All right? From the southeast. Tinubu from the southwest. No candidate from the south-south. In that election, who do you think southeast people will vote for? I don't know. They will vote for Peter Obi, their son. Just wait. In that election, who do you think southwest people will vote for? They will vote for Tinubu, their son. They didn't in 2023. They didn't? Yeah. Tinubu won. I mean, do you remember who won Lagos? Tinubu won 5 of the states now. No, but do you remember who won Lagos? The person now is the president now. This is exactly what I'm saying. If you write an exam and score 5 over 1, I'm just pointing it out. 5 over 6. I'm just pointing out the flaw in that logic. There's nothing is a given. When it comes to elections. Even as he won Lagos, is it declared the president? Did he win the election? He didn't. Of course, you win pockets now. What I'm saying is that. Did Peter Obi win the entire Southwest? That's exactly what I'm telling you. Tinubu will win the entire Southwest hands down. Other people will be struggling to get 25%. In 2023, how many states did Tinubu get 25% in the Southeast?
So in your view,
so what I'm saying
assuming without conceding, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wins Southwest. Peter Obi wins Southside. If they are the only two in the arena,
yes.
who wins the North then, in your view?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Tinubu will win the North. Because the North will tell you that it's better for them. Because they will never trust a Peter Obi.
Who said that?
They won't. This man wants to do 4 years, stay 4 years. They will never trust him. I'm telling you, this is the reality people don't want to listen to. This conjecture is not going to help. We are the active player in this. We know what's obtainable.
Why wouldn't they vote?
They will not. They will prefer Tinubu that is so sure that if he finishes this 4 years, he's coming back to the North. This is the reality now, I beg.
I get the sense that sometimes in your argument, you're making a case for power rotation. But then in the next argument, you're making a case against power rotation.
That means you are not getting it. We are talking about facts and reality here. Not about I'm not making it for anybody, anything. You asked the question, and you said, if this one gets his vote, and I'm telling you what is going to happen. I'm not making case for any power rotation. I'm telling you the fact, what is going to happen.
But what about the public sentiment that you are dismissing? Now you're saying the North will say, oh, it's just 4 years.
See, that's exactly what it's you that is not getting me. See, the North will tell you it's easier because this man is going. So it's better we support this one that is going. This is what will happen now. They will tell you this man is going to go in 4 years, but this one that still have 2 years, two term, we're not going to. This is what is going. It's the reality that is going to happen. It's going to play out like that. It's not about making case for any rotation. It's not about no. This is the reality. Put yourself in that shoe. Me, I have 4 years straight. After that 4 years, I can't run again. Then there's another person, and you know that when I finish, it's coming to your place. So when this one finishes, this one can still do another this thing. So this is, it's the fact, it's the reality. It's not about making case for anything.
All right, Peter will be out of the equation for you then. Good luck, Jonathan. Sure banker, 4 years. Nothing to add after that.
Let President Goodluck Jonathan come. I have respect for him, and then let him come out, let him try his luck. But I just don't want, he has tremendous goodwill globally. He shouldn't, on the altar of, I don't think if he has anything he has was going to take in Villa anymore. He has been there. That is the former president of this country, very respected.
It's about service, isn't it? It's not about what he wants.
Then let him come and serve. Fine. Let him come and serve. Let's see if Nigerians will give him.
As a PDP man, would you be happy to have Goodluck, back in the mix?
I have not even made up my mind who I'm going to support now. I have not, because the whole thing is bleak.
You're an Atiku man. Is there even room to consider anybody else?
If Atiku is going to run now, of course, I'll support Atiku.
And on that note,
if Atiku is running, I'll support Atiku.
Talk to me about
from whatever platform is running from.
Talk to me about what's been reported recently. First, we heard this week he's not desperate to become president. Then one of his aides says he's definitely going to run. But we've not heard from the man himself whether he's going to be in the race for 2027. Do you think that statement
both of them that spoke, they spoke rightly as far as I'm concerned. They may not be right to any other person, because I know for a fact that Atiku is not desperate. He's never a desperate person. So people can say whatever they want to say. He's not desperate. We know those who are desperate.
Sure?
I think it's not okay. Define desperation for me now, because somebody said I want to run. So
he's been contesting to be the president.
So does that mean desperation? It's more of passion to serve, not desperation.
His contest for the top seat has been on.
It doesn't matter.
Over 70% of the population.
It doesn't matter.
Over 70% of the population.
It doesn't matter.
Were not born when he first ran for president.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How many people were? How many? What's the population that were born when Tinubu won, or when Buhari won? Now, how many?
Buhari's first run was in 2003.
This one. So how many people were born? And when he eventually won, those times he lost, how many people were born? When he eventually lost, how many people were born? That is not. Forget about that. It's not an issue, please. Anybody who thinks that is not. They don't even know what they are talking about.
What about the ADC? Because they have also been forced to answer the question about whether they should zone the candidacy
What has
in
ADC
2027.
said? What have they said?
Well, they're not considering it now. That's what Abdullahi is saying.
So then when they get to the point...
But they do have a certain David Mark, who is the current national chairman.
Yes.
From North Central.
Yes.
Do you envision that it makes sense to have a candidate from the North in 2027?
David Mark, from the best of my knowledge, is an interim chairman.
But he's been ratified.
It's an interim chairman. It's going to be there for a certain period when they hold congresses and convention towards the end of the year. And new leadership will come. It's just to midwife the party now, because it's the transition from the former leaders of the ADC. Let him midwife it when they will have congresses and convention that will usher in new leadership. So at that time, ADC won't play the kind of politics. I see them doing it better than all of this APC, and then I think they're determined to do something different to inspire people to believe in them.
Seems like you're more impressed by the ADC than you are of the PDP.
Yes, for what they've done, from the way they have started, what they are still doing, you have to give them that benefit of the doubt. You don't have to write them off. You have to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's not about liking them, loving them, or hating them. You have to give them the benefit. Many people didn't give APC a chance. But today APC is in government. Give them the chance. Let's see what they are bringing to the table. And I always tell Nigerians, please open your eyes, and see well. So read them through what they are doing, what their intention and all that. So you don't have to write them off. You don't have to. And I'm not going to write anybody off.
In talking about the chances of the ADC and the chances of the PDP putting off a great contest to wrestle power from the APC, you hear some of the founding fathers of the PDP who are cajoling the likes of Peter Obi, who are making a case for the return of Goodluck Jonathan. Bauchi State Governor Abdullahi Ahmed said, listen, he personally sacrificed his ambitions to support this idea of zoning to the south, right? Do you share the views of some of these party leaders who are trying to bring back some of these heavyweights into the conversation, especially the likes of Peter Obi?
Abdullahi, this guy is a bunch of jokers. I've never seen any
You didn't say with all due respect. It sounds to me like you don't respect them.
With all due respect, these are a bunch of jokers. Why are they not shopping for presidential candidate now? Maybe they said they can do it. What are they looking for? They don't want to do Maja, they don't want to do coalition. Now they are looking for Peter Obi because they believe Peter Obi has supporter. They are looking for Jonathan because they know Jonathan. It's part of the politics. They are a bunch of jokers. I have no single respect for them because they brought this party. It's painful to me. And anytime I have these people, history will judge them right or wrong later, including Damagu. These people messed up this party for Nigerians. These people. Because they are governors, because they believe they have resources, they have contact, they have everything. Instead of them to use it for the good of the party, they only use it for their own selfish good. No, I will never like them. I don't go to them for anything. I don't even need to know them. I don't want them to even know me. This guy messed up this party for the younger generation. And that's why I'm just looking at young guys. I say, and I keep wondering, what is it? What is it you are seeing in all of these people? These people don't mean well for you. They don't care about you. They care less about what happened to you, what happened to your political future. They don't care. It's just about them. They just want to tenaciously hold on to power, to control the levers of power and decide what happens to my... I will not accept that. If anybody who does not know how to resolve it, no, I won't.
All right. You consider what someone like the former governor of Kaduna State, Ahmed Wakarfi, said regarding Atiku Abubakar and the likes of David Mark. Said, listen, these are individuals who are on self-exile. Nobody pushed them out of the PDP. They decided to leave the party at a time of great need. What do you say to people who have reservations about Atiku's decision to leave the party at a time where the party appears to be facing an existential crisis?
With all due respect to the former governor, what did he do when the party was drifting away? What role did he play?
He stayed.
As a secretary, listen, please.
But he stayed.
Which stay? Of what value is your stay in the party when you can't effect change? He should respect, he should commend people like Atiku that have courage, not like them that are working to go and be working for, they want to work for APC government. People like Atiku that have courage to say, no, we can't be part of this. And they stepped out. They should commend people like that. Not that they should be telling them that on self-exile. When he was there, what did he do? What did he do? What did
Are you saying
McCarthy do?
loyalty doesn't count for anything?
What did McCarthy do? Which loyalty to who?
Loyalty to the party.
What party? The party that have been bastardized, that has been destroyed? And we are seeing it glaringly. And
but you haven't left.
Yes, I have my reason for still staying. Do
you want to share with us why you're still in the PDP? Because it looks like the PDP is frustrating you, but you're still, sticking around.
Nobody can frustrate me. It's just that I feel pain.
Right.
Not just because of me, my brother. I thank God for who I am. I thank God for what God has done for me. But everybody cannot be Oladimeji. There are people that PDP has sealed their political destiny because they don't even know what to do. They don't even know where to go. A party is supposed to chart a course of progress for your members, course of development for your members. PDP is not doing that. And he has stopped doing that years ago when we have all these characters coming in and say they are now in charge. We've seen governors in PDP, governors forum in PDP that have advanced the cause of the party. Not this set of governors. They have not advanced any cause of the party except them. Right. I stand to be challenged.
What do you say to Nigerians who question the political integrity of your principal, Atiku Abubakar, when they say, listen, his lack of consistency or commitment to a political party long-term makes them question whether he is the right man for the job in terms of their choice on election
Being a
day?
party man is different from being the president or governor. I wanted to make that distinction.
Right, but consistency matters.
What consistency? What consistency are we talking about?
About commitment.
What commitment are we talking about?
Commitment to a political platform.
Which political platform? Is Atiku the first that will leave the party? Did Bukola not leave?
But he stands
from one party to the other.
You're not comparing Atiku Abubakar to Bukola Saraki, are you?
I'm just an example. Right. So what I'm saying, anybody, even if you leave once, you have left. So what consistency are people not talking about? What consistency are they talking about?
He epitomizes.
And when he leaves, do they bother? Do they care to know why he left every time he left?
Yeah, but the common denominator is he leaves.
Because that's what people want to believe. That's what they want to believe. They don't care about why somebody will take an action. There was an action and what do you call it? Effect, or what do you call it? Is it action and effect? Something happened. PDP walked Atiku out. Nobody's talking about that. In 2006, still the Vice President was registered because the Mr. President does not want him. Nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, but he came back and then left and came back.
So why did he leave?
And now left.
Why did he leave?
Why does he keep coming back? That's the question.
See, this is politics, let me tell you. And like I said, is the general notion. Any of these people, if they found themselves in Atiku's shoe, they would do the same. Nobody is standing out. It's politics, interest. If you keep forgetting about that.
Are you justifying this flip-flopping
when
it comes to political?
But is it not the reality? Right. Is that justification? Is it not reality?
Yeah, but it's quite unique to the Nigerian conversation, isn't it?
Why is it unique? I don't get what you're saying.
I mean, when you go to other climes, when you talk about democracy, people stick to their guns.
Is Nigeria democracy like all those democracies?
Are you justifying,
people live for a reason, yes.
So the end justifies the means.
People live for a reason. It's politics. That the brand of politics we play in Nigeria is like that. You can't query that. If you are querying it, you are not just being fair to those who do it. Because that is what we do. That's what we are known for in our own democracy in Africa. And they will tell you our democracy is just evolving. You let it continue to evolve.
You're saying Atiku is a good example for Nigerians who are saying, listen, if you belong to the party that is ADC, PDP, or Labour Party, and you believe in its manifesto, you should stick around long term, no matter what.
You don't stick around when the party has left, has already left its sense of value, orientation, principle, and ideals that formed it. You don't do that. Right. It has never happened in the history of the party that somebody will be carrying the party to go and work for a ruling government, an opposition government. Please, let us interrogate this issue. It's not about sentiments.
Okay.
It has never happened in the history of the PDP.
All right.
And you are saying somebody like Atiku should stay there. You should commend Atiku for leaving. That he didn't join all these people to go and join the APC.
All right.
You should commend him and those people that did that.
20 seconds, because we're out of time. Do you think the PDP is going to be better in this direction, or do you think this whole idea of zoning and...
I told you they've committed grave error, and I don't know how they are going to clean it up. I'm waiting to see what Government Minister Wike will do at the end of the day. Let's have a PDP presidential candidate, let's see who is going to work for. The party is headed for a doom. QED.
All right. Oladimeji Fabiyi, as always, a pleasure having you join us for tonight's conversation. Thank you so much for the analysis.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate you very much for stopping by. All right. That's our show for you tonight. Thank you most kindly for joining us on Daily Politics. We'll be back tomorrow, live and exclusive on Trust TV. For myself, Abdullahi Ahmed, and the rest of the team, thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon.